Yemenis are resilient. If you put all these complex difficulties in a box in another country, perhaps things would have erupted in civil war years before. But we have, I think, a social and a tribal and a family-based structure that acts kind of like a handbrake when things are about to explode. It pulls up and we're able to sit back.
Is the handbrake on right now? Where are we? Are we free
this
rolling
morning,
down the hill?
I was very concerned this morning about how the things were going. On my way to the studio, I got updates that we're having all the political parties as we speak right now sitting together, talking at a secured location with the UN envoy Jamal bin Omar, and it seems that we are heading towards the presidential council proposal that they've been talking about. So I think within the next 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours, we're going to hear good news.
We're very happy to see a government that was basically ineffective go, and I cheered for the Houthis coming in, taking in the different places inside the capital, removing the current government, Ali Mohsen, Al-Ahmars, all the different people. But, and a big but here, when the Houthis start using heavy hand, when they start spreading popular committees with guns did not disappear from the cities, guns are in the cities, and Houthi patrols are around the capital. When they start dictating our way of life, it becomes very irritating. I was blocked from coming into my home a couple of days ago by Houthis who've cordoned the street. I tried to explain to them that my house was 20 meters away. I need a right of passage. They wouldn't hear of it. They basically wouldn't hear of it. And the guy waved his AK-47 in my face. That kind of attitude we cannot accept. We cheered for the Houthis toppling an inept government, but that does not mean that we'll be submissive to them changing one dictator for another.
Sometimes it's hard to gauge how bad the situation really is, because people just sort of put a smile on their faces and try their best and move on. But certainly, I mean, it's also kind of hard to see because it's outside of the cities where you have some of the worst poverty. And so especially, you know, the main power actors are all in Sana'a, the capital, and the situation is certainly worse. In these villages where, you know, there's no schools, you have malnutrition rates on the rise. And that situation is just, there's no signs that it's going to get better, particularly given the current political situation.